Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up today on FST News, find out what happened yesterday in the front parking lot. And someone, or should I say some group, is excited to join Foothill. All this and more today on FST News, your eyes and ears around the hill. Thanks for tuning in. We have a lot in store for you. Yesterday our show was pre-recorded because most of FST News was helping film every 15 minutes. That was a fake car accident shown to the juniors and seniors. Speaking of that, if you are a junior or senior, you should be in the gym for an assembly right now. For our underclassmen, we still wanted you to get to experience it along with everyone else. Every 15 minutes is a program that teaches students about the importance of safe driving and what happens when you drink and drive. It lasts 2 days. The first day, everyone comes outside and sits on the bleachers watching a car accident where 2 students are driven and flown out of the area to a hospital. One is confirmed dead and taken to the morgue, and the other is arrested and taken to jail. The second day, today, students are watching the aftermath of the crash, as well as the efforts of the first responders, what happens to your body at the morgue, and what happens to the driver, who is processed and later tried. Driving is not a game. Most of you don't have your licenses, but when you get them, it's important to follow the rules of the road and don't drive when you're impaired. Now, earlier this week, some Falcons traveled from the hill, not just from a car crash, but by charter bus. Zoe High is here to tell us more. Good morning, Zoe.
Good morning, Kaylee, and what's up, Falcons? High school is always evolving, with new students starting their journey every year. Wednesday, some of our Falcons started to get these incoming students excited in joining us later this year at Foothill Falcon Roadshow. If you missed it, don't worry, we put together a video of the best moments so you're not left out. Like Carly Reinhart, a member of Link Crew, says, we all remember how exciting and nerve-wracking it was to be a freshman. That's why we need to welcome our freshmen with open arms and help them. It improves the school community, helps them become involved around campus, and gives them people to turn to for advice. A kind gesture from an upperclassman is sometimes all it takes. One day, you underclassmen are going to be seniors, and it's going to be your job to mentor and guide the new hatchlings into the new chapter of their lives. That's everything going on around the hill this week, Falcons. After the break, find out what's going on around the hill next week with me and Kaylee. FST News, your eyes and ears around the hill. We'll be back.
So Zoe, as you know, just a couple weeks ago, we lost one of our amazing teachers here at the Hill, Mark Sweeney. Next Wednesday, we are holding a memorial in the courtyard at 1:30 to celebrate his life, and anybody is invited.
Well, if you're down in the dumps, we have a free concert here at the Hill. If you find your calendar looking a bit empty, there is a free concert being performed by the U.S. Air Force Band of the Golden West. The concert band is comprised of almost 50 musicians and has performed for thousands of live listeners. The free concert is taking place right here at Foothill Tuesday, January 29th at 7 p.m.
You can also help fund prom by enjoying a good meal. All you have to do is go to fstnews.com and search prom funding. You'll get a code to use at checkout when you eat at Buffalo Wild Wings, and 10% goes to help fund this year's prom. The code is valid until the end of February, so go out and enjoy as many Buffalo Wild Wings as you'd like.
It's time for the fight of the ages to begin. Games Club is meeting after school today in room 321. Today they are holding a Smash Bros tournament. Don't be late or you're going to miss out on all the action.
Now everyone can help out Foothill and us here at FST News. Go to fstnews.com and type student survey in the search bar for surveys to help Foothill. To help FST News, type in New Year, New Us and tell us what you do and don't like about our show. As I said in the beginning of the year, your opinion matters to us.
I don't know about you, Kaylee, but if you ever dreamed of waving your pom-poms in the air and shouting to the crowd, Foothill is going to be holding cheerleading tryouts on the dates shown on the screen. Cheerleaders may leave after their tryout is complete, and the tryouts will take place in the cafeteria. Don't be late, though.
Now it's time to see who dominated this week with sports.
What's up, Falcons? I'm Evan Calverley.
And I'm Miss Good Looking. Mr. Good Looking is out today. Starting off with boys basketball, we had a close call with Liberty, ending up winning 63-61. Colin Russell scored 14 points. Jace Rockmore, Dylan Hushaw, and Fisher Welch all scored 11 points. Also, Caleb Sturman scored 9. Eli Haberkos scored 4, and Rutger Welch scored 3.
Passing it over to girls basketball, we lost to Liberty 50-55. Maddie Beckham scored 16 points. Ryan Jenkins scored 12. Jalen Johnson, scored 10. Laurel Rockwood scored 8, and Rihanna Cox scored 4.
Throwing it over to flag football, they beat Coronado 14-6. Brooke Lynch scored 1 touchdown, and Mackenzie Human scored 2 touchdowns.
We also had 2 wrestling meets this week, starting with Basic crushing them 46-30 and dominating Coronado 54-27.
Throwing on over to football, any students planning on playing next year, there's a meeting in room 254 today, starting at 1:30 with the new head coach, Vernon Brown.
Catch us next week, Falcons.
And don't worry, you'll be getting a lot more of Mr. Good Looking next week.
I'm excited to see what the new head football coach has in store for us. I hope he brings home some wins next year. But for now, that's all the news going on around the Hill today, Falcons. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at FST News.
And from all of us here at FST News, have a great weekend, Falcons, and stay safe on the roads.